Hey, what's going on, guys? This is a bold one here, and I know it's been a while since I've made a video going over, stuff pre-recorded. I've just been live streaming, but I thought this would be a great way to start off with some of the new videos that I'm going to be doing. And this is over the new Hero's Journey Guide and Hyperdrive Bundle. So if you have not seen the forums, they posted the details about these two new features that are coming to the game tomorrow, or at least that's what's planned, but who knows what things could get pushed back. Or anyways, that's the plan. Anyways, before I get into it, I just want to say two things that I'm actually super optimistic about both of these. Now, I know we have all been, not really for the Hero's Journey Guide for this, but for this Hyperdrive Bundle, we have just, the community has been just freaking out, and including myself. But just, I think they've done it right this time. I think this is, before I get into it, let's just go ahead. I want to get into the Hero's Journey Guide first, because I love this thing. This is amazing. Even though it doesn't really do much for me, I think it's awesome, and I'll explain why. We're going to watch this video first, kind of explaining the Hero's Journey Guide, and then, and then I'll kind of explain what I think about it after. So, and I'll probably stop and pause and stuff, but we'll go ahead and watch it real quick, and then I'll talk about it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the music. I really like this new kind of menu they're doing. It's going to be really cool. Really excited. So I am going to talk about a little bit as we go through it, but I like this layout that they're doing instead of the other one. So this is really cool. They have all of your legendary characters, whether they're here from raids or Hero's Journey events or territory battles. Talks about the strengths, abilities, then it gives synergies, which is really good. I'll pause it there real quick. So here's why. No. Okay, so here's why the synergies part is really cool to this, because when you're farming these characters, it's kind of like, okay, a lot of these characters are good, but there are certain key characters that really function well with these heroes. Like Darth Revan, he's good by himself, but he's really complete with particular characters. And so it's like, okay, you may get like someone like Jedi Training Rey or Jedi Knight Revan, but if you don't have someone like Grandmaster Yoda or Hermit Yoda, a lot of people use Hermit Yoda for him due to like Padme pulling Kenobi. Well, then the team's not really at its max or its fullest. And so I think this is really super helpful. So what they're going to be doing along with this event, it'll show here in a second, these events will be available at all times now. So no longer will we have to wait for some of these events. I can't remember. So it shows really. I'll talk about that here in a minute. But sorry, there's a lot of good stuff. So requirements not met, requirements then completed. Yeah, so these will be available anytime. Then obviously some of these are raid characters, territory battle characters, whatever those call. I can't think right now. All right. All right. Sorry, I was doing something real quick. Anyways, so yeah, so I like this. I think this is awesome for like two good reasons. So perspective of a new incoming player or somebody who's coming back to the game. So to kind of give a personal example, I played this game day one when it came out. I played all the way until I was like level 76. It was before any legendary characters came out. There was pretty much just Grand Arena, or not Grand Arena, just regular Arena was like the only thing to do. No raids, nothing like that. Then I quit. Then I came back like December of 2016 or like January 2017. See, well, that would have been right. 2017. Hang on. 2019, 18. Okay, yeah. So like, January of 2018. So last year. When I came back to the game, I noticed that there was CLS and Jedi Training Gray, and I believe the Tank Raid and the Rancor Raid. Well, when you would go to the certain characters and their event wasn't there, it wouldn't tell you anything. It'd just say event coming or like not available or event coming back soon, something like that. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know how to get this character. And the only way you would ever find out is if you watched YouTubers, which a lot of new people don't know that people YouTube this, because I had no idea until somebody told me. You read the forums. Nobody new reads the forums, just usually veteran players or kind of more experienced players do. Or you would know the requirements for the event once it came back around. So let's say you just got into the game after Jedi Training Gray had just ended. Well, 3 or 4 months go by when you could have been farming, and then you find out months later and he's like, oh, I could have been preparing all this time. So what this does is that it helps people plan ahead, and now it's always going to be available, so it's like they don't have to wait after they complete it, that's awesome. That's amazing. So you can really speed this thing up. So once you get CLS requirements, boom, you're going for it. No longer do you have to wait 4 or 5 months, whatever. And then the second reason it really helps break down and I can't say that word. Really breaks down these requirements to these individual little pieces so you don't get overwhelmed. I know I had some friends that recently got back into it like a month or about 3 weeks ago, and they, because of the Mandalorian, so they got into the game, so about 5 or 6 weeks ago actually. So they got into the game and uninstalled the next day. So when I saw them, I was like, why did you guys do that? And they were like, it was just too much. There were so many new characters. I had no idea what to do. It just hit me all at once, and I got overwhelmed and I uninstalled. Well, what this will do is it'll help break down what you have and what you need, so it's not all just rushing at you at once. Because what we do is we go to our character list, we scroll all the way to the bottom, and then we just see a bunch of blue, and we we have no idea how to get these characters or what they do, anything like that. But this Hero's Journey Guide will be really, really helpful for both new players and returning players. And I think in 11 days, I think we'll see a whole new surge of that. And I'm super excited about it, so. Alright, let's get into the Hyperdrive Bundle now. So, I'll keep my opinions to the end of it.
The Hyperdrive Bundle is arriving.
Shh! Shut up! Sorry, my dogs are... Okay, so here's what I want to just start at. I'm going to go down here real quick, and then I'm going to go back. So this right here shows all the characters and gear pieces. So it's really the characters. I mean, there's a lot of good gear. 2,000 crystals, 10 Zeta mats, energy, all these gear pieces. I pretty much care about this and up, but not really much under here. Well, actually, yeah, sorry. A lot of these pieces too, but here's okay. So let's just go over some of these key character teams. Okay, so you got 501st along with the clones, other two clones. Darth Nihilus, some First Order. Actually, 6 First Order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some Bounty Hunters. Some Sith. Nihilus. Night Sisters. No Zombie. Some good Trooper stuff. Right there. Those are like some really good Troopers. Not the most effective team. You usually want somebody like Range Trooper or something. Anakin, Bastila, Finn, Poe, Rey, Ahsoka. Then you got your CLS stuff. Old Ben, Luke, Leia, Han. Then you have your Empire for R2, which would be your troopers. Or I didn't see Vader anywhere, so no Vader. Phoenix for Thrawn. Your veterans for Rey, Jedi training Rey. So here's what I'm trying to say. Let's go back up real quick. So you're getting all these characters, all these pieces, a lot of legendary and Hero's Journey characters. They're already pushing them level 85 stars, so not a lot of farming you have to do from there. Not much. And go back real quick. All of those things. Pause it right there. My thing, hang on real quick. Move so I can freaking show this. Okay, if you can't freaking see it, because this menu will not get off my thing, it's for $100 for all of that. That's super. That's cheap compared. Like, if you played the game long enough and you've looked through the store, you would see that there's a Phoenix pack for $100. You're getting all the Phoenix characters and then some for $100. So the pack's already undervalued. The pack is giving you probably $500 or more worth of characters and gear. I'd probably argue more than that. For $100. I mean, that's amazing for somebody who looks back on 2.5 years or so worth of playing and farming and building. Like, I've spent 8 times that amount over my 2.5 years to get where I'm at, and they're spending 100. Now, not all the characters. Like, I didn't see any Darth Revan characters, or I didn't see anybody other than Bastila for Jedi Knight Revan. So they have to work a little for these more late game legendary characters, but like CLS, Jedi Training Rey, some Padme characters, troopers, Night Sisters. Like, I don't even have a Night Sister team built up that's any good, and so, and I wonder how much I didn't notice, but there's no droids like B1 or B2 or Droidica, so a lot of that later game stuff. But anyways, I just think this pack is awesome, and I think it's more geared towards people making a second account, but I also think it really, to new players, it's just like when they see $100 for a mobile game, it's like, okay, that's crazy. But if they only knew like the value of it, I think they would be like, holy crap. And so I think this is amazing. For as much as I hate pay to play, I think this pack is well worth its value. I think they're going to make more money this way than what originally some people had speculated, like $500. Like, nobody would have bought that besides maybe some whales that were bored, or krakens. But heck, I'm intrigued to spend $100 on like my second free to play account, which wouldn't be free to play anymore, that I abandoned, quite a while ago. But anyways, so yeah, guys, those are pretty much the 2 new updates that should be rolling out tomorrow. Those are my thoughts on it. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like this? Do you guys hate it? Let me know down below in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe just to help the channel out, and we'll see you in the next video.